up, guys? If you're looking to support the LocsNLoad YouTube channel, I would like for you guys to go to LocsNLoadFirearms.com and support the channel that way by purchasing a t-shirt or one of the other merches on there. If you're looking to support the Wagunda Nation store, go to wagundanation.net and pick up a patch, a hat, or a t-shirt again from one of our Teespring stores on the site. If you're looking to get firearm instruction for me, LocsNLoadFirearmInstruction.com. If you also want to know about certain things before you buy it, LocsNLoad consultation service on that same website will get you right. If you also want to support the LocsNLoad Firearm channel, go to Patreon, become a member. $1 gets you in, $5 gets you more access, $10 gets you all that, plus help support the channel. So guys, get in there, rock it out. LocsNLoad out. What up, guys? LocsNLoad Firearm Reviews here today. Alright guys, today I got a video I've been meaning to do for a while, but I want to kind of get some time in with it before I put out the review, because I knew a lot of people were going to ask me questions about it and ask me questions about getting into this, right? So got my Pepsi Bacardi. Alright, so today's video is on my helmet. This is a Hardhead Veterans bump helmet. Alright, so this is a non-ballistic helmet, which means, if you don't know what ballistic means, it's not rated to really stop high velocity projectiles, shrapnel, bullets, right? So it's really designed for impacts, like if I feel it hit my head or someone try to hit me with like a stick or something. This is what this is really for, right? Lightweight, you mostly just design, like this is something you wear for training, right? If you're really gonna get into some shit, then you wear a real actual ballistic helmet. But you want to save your neck, because those ballistic helmets are heavier than bump helmets. Granted, nowadays they're not as heavy as they used to be, especially the ones I used to wear in the Navy, but there's still some weight sitting on your neck, and after a while it does kind of get on your nerves. All right, and so I will wear this bump helmet to give me something to run my comms on, protect my head, and give me like the feel of wearing a helmet. And then when I get night vision, I'm mounted up here. But for right now, as you see, I just got my GoPro so I can record our training sessions out there. So like I said, it's non-ballistic. It's made of hard plastic, so you can kind of flex it, right? But it's still kind of sturdy enough to where I feel like it would give me some protection if I really kind of like fell and hit my head against a tree or something. All right. So when it comes to a helmet, granted, it's not completely set up. There are more things I want to add to it. Again, of course, night vision. I'm gonna have a battery pack for those nods, and probably some kind of IR device up here for that. But besides that, I keep it slick, because again, it's sitting on your head, y'all. So when you have these helmets, you don't want to put a whole bunch of shit on there. I know everyone looks at special forces. Everybody looks at special forces, right? So everyone sees the Spec Up guys. They got the lights, they got this gadget, they got that gadget, they got this, that's a whole bunch of shit on their helmets that is for them, because that's their mission. But as civilians, you don't really need all that shit they have, right? But some of the things you might do, like especially if you have night vision and nods, you definitely are going to want some kind of retention system for those night visions, so they don't fall off and you lose your several, like $10,000 plus nods. That would definitely suck. All right. Comms, very important to have communications. Granted, if you're not even in a team environment, if you're shooting, still protect your ears with some ear pro. Right? You got your helmet, you might as well have your ear pro attached to that helmet, so when you grab one, you pretty much grab both. Alright, and so that's what I did. I had my old ear pro in here, the shit was falling apart, like the gel cups had busted, the microphone was coming off, the cords was exposed. So I went ahead and literally, no bullshit, last night attached these on here. And these are SkyTacs. I got from Amazon. These are not Peltors, they're not Ops Core. If you look on it, I believe that they're airsoft, ear pro, but it still gives you the amplified sound, so you can really hear motherfuckers like hella far talking or footsteps. like a bug will fly past your ear and it sounds like a propeller plane, like it's wild, right? And then it's got the boom mic. So again, when I hook up in my comms, because usually I have my wires back here, keep it out the way, I'll plug in to my radio with here. And so keep that strapped in back here. This is a not battery pack, a weight pack. So again, if you have nods up front, to counteract that balance of like having the heavy ass nods and your helmet tilting forward, you'll put some counterweights in the back to give you a nice even balance. I don't have any counterweights in there now because I don't have anything up here to balance out the weight. So I took them out and I just use it to maintain my wires for my radio. For my comms, and I don't get them snagged on shit. Alright, but besides that, guys, I keep it very minimalistic. I don't keep too much shit on here, Some identifications. Let them know, where you from, Ghetto Duck Squad. Let them know, who you are, what you rap, because that's what you can do with these helmets. It's so you can customize, make it to your liking, right? Still keep it mission based, right? But you can still accessorize your stuff to a certain degree. Alright. Locs, why'd you go with Hardhead Veterans versus, let's say, Team Wendy, Ops Corps, all the other ones? And the honest answer is money. Boy, I don't have that much money, so I wanted a good budget option. Again, I was looking for a bump helmet, not a ballistic to do all kind of crazy shit, right? Just a simple bump helmet that's designed well, right? Not like a $20-$30 bump helmet off Amazon designed by whoever the fuck, right? So at least this one coming from like a reputable company. Granted, it's not Team Wendy. I know everyone's gonna get in the comment section. Lucas the T-Rex arm said this and that. Cool. Unless somebody's gonna give me Team Wendy money or Ops Corps money, or I start making that shit, I ain't gonna buy them. So I went with the budget option and got Hardhead Veterans. Right? Am I saying this is the greatest helmet out there? No. This is just what I saw that fit my need and my budget, and this is what I went with it. And so far, I have no problems with it. I like the padding, because when you buy the padding, you can remove it, take it off, and add different paddings to fit your head. Because everyone's head is different, especially if you got locks like I do. You're not gonna want a lot of padding. You're gonna want very thin padding because you already kind of got some padding up here, right? Versus if you're bald, you might want thicker padding, or if you got a pointy head, you might want less padding at the top, more on the side, so it kind of like gives you like that glove effect, what wraps around your head. You get what I'm saying? So when you buy it, they give you like 3 different sizes of pads. The small ones like these, medium size, and extra large ones. So again, you're gonna have to work with your helmet, put it on, take it off, move the pads around, and see what kind of works for you when you're customizing and fitting out your helmet. All right. I would say definitely, if you're looking for a helmet, make sure it has, take this off right here. Take off this GoPro. Bitch don't want to come out because I got it like retained in there. There we go. Alright, so still retained, but you see this shroud? When you're getting a helmet, you're going to want that shroud, something like this. Because when you get into the night vision game, or you want to get into night vision, that's how you're going to be able to mount your night vision, your nods, by that shroud. So make sure when you buy a helmet, it has that shroud up there, and it's not like plastic. Make sure it's a good, solid. I believe this is metal shroud, because plastic breaks, so you don't want that. So, but besides that, keep it very simple. You got M-LOK rails, so I can actually take like an M-LOK Picatinny rail, put it here, and if I want to mount a light or something else on my helmet to that Picatinny rail, I can. So that's what these slots are for. As you can see, it's also slotted for my ear pro, so I can rotate my comms down, and when I don't need them, I want to give my ears a break, I can rotate them up like that. And so how I wear my helmet, I got my little neck gaiter. people with locks, you're definitely gonna want to cover your hair, because if I don't know how long you've been into your lock journey, but if you haven't been in long enough, Velcro and dreadlocks don't go well, right? It feels like you're gonna be ripping out half your locks. It gets some Velcro on that shit. So make sure your hair's covered up. Keep it out the way. Keep your ears free, because you're gonna want to cover those with the ear pro. So I take my helmet, get it on nice and snug. Do I strap it up? Not really, but I can if I want to. Normally I don't. I just go unstrapped, because the way it sits, it kind of just, the way I got the pads designed, it's almost like, again, like that cushion effect, where it's like, feels like part of my head, so it doesn't really move too much. But again, this is how I wear it. When I'm ready to go do some short bus stuff or go to the range, take my comms, flip them down. And now I'm ready to go. And so this is how I have my helmet set up. Alright, and I like it this way. It's simple, works for me. Pretty much all the cables is, for the most part, tucked in and out the way. I can't really do too much with it. I could probably tape it. What I do, I'll probably take some tape and just tape it up there so it's not hanging. And this is just, this is not gonna be hanging like this when I really use it, because it's gonna be off, running through my shoulder pads into my comms. So it's not gonna be out and exposed like that. It gets snagged. It's just like that when it's tucked in. I'm not really using it. And then, when I'm done, flip up my ear pro, take off my helmet. Alright, and so that is my helmet, guys. The Hardhead Veterans Bump Helmet. I eventually will get a ballistic helmet. From who? Not sure, because when it comes to actual ballistic helmet, something I'm gonna use to protect my noggin, then I'll probably spend some money. Not too much. I don't see myself spending $1,000, $1,500, $900 for a ballistic helmet. But you can get you just as good, for like $400 or $500 from a reputable company too. And another thing about helmets, so I can make this a whole video about helmets. For civilians, I know we always look at, granted, I have a high cut helmet, special forces type shit. Those are cool, right? But you don't always need that. Those Mitch helmets, I'll put a picture up of a Mitch helmet. Those will work well, right? Those will work perfectly fine for you guys, especially as civilians, right? The reason why they made these high cut helmets like this was for a lot of operators doing like maritime or like high speed stuff. The moisture was getting like caught up in the helmet and the ear pro or something, so they went with the high cut. They got rid of those little over the ear flaps and made it more streamlined. That's why they have these, alright? It's for a specific mission or a specific group of people conducting a specific mission, right? Not just, hey, Spec Ops uses it, so their stuff is good for everything we as civilians do or need. Not necessarily true. You guys are gonna have to pick and choose stuff, right? So again, they need like $1,500 helmets to do all kind of wild, crazy shit. You as a civilian, not so much. You can honestly get a $400 or $500 ballistic helmet and be good to go. Or you get you like a $100, $200 bump helmet and be good to go, right? Because again, I'm not doing anything wild. I don't have night vision on here yet. So honestly, the only thing this helmet is good for is running comms, filming my range sessions, and protecting my noggin to a certain degree. That's cool. That's all I need it for, right? But again, understand your mission before you go out and buy this stuff. Don't just buy this because LocsNLoad has it, or LocsNLoad made a video about it, or LocsNLoad said he likes it. Buy something because you liked it. You did the research and you found out that this piece of equipment or whatever it is can help you elevate your game to the next level. And so this is what this does. It helps me elevate my game to the next level. Right? I can run comms with it, elevate. So that's why I have it. Alright, back to recording. Anyway, guys, this is just a quick video, even though it's almost 20 minutes, but still kind of quick. Rundown of my helmet, how I got it set up, what I got on it, why I do and don't have things. Any last minute questions? Almost, you can see that. A light. Yes, I do think adding a light to your helmet is actually a smart thing. And so I got this little piece of Picatinny N-lock here. So I'm wondering if I will be able to fit an M-lock piece here. That way I can mount a light, or if I can find a light with an M-lock mount that I can just go ahead and put here, and that way I will have a light on my helmet. If I'm just looking at something, I don't have to point my rifle or take my hand off my gun and have a handheld, right? I can just hit that on my helmet and I'll just be good to go. So that's about it. Like I said, things I do want to add, I definitely want to get nods, want to add a light. Yeah, definitely want to add a white light. Have an IR device up here, so I can have that shit flashing and know it's at nighttime or under IR when we start running nods. I don't get shot. Probably end up switching this out for a actual MVG battery pack, and then I just have my wires going through there, and if I have counterweights, I can put them there as well too. So small upgrades, not too many, but they all help me elevate my game to the next level. Very well thought out. Alright, so guys, again, thank you for watching the video. Again, hopefully you learned something in here. At least take some considerations I've brought in. If you're looking at getting a helmet, right? Just look at some things I brought up and see if it fits your needs, fits your budget, right? We all want stuff, but if we can't afford it, then it pretty much doesn't really help us out at all. So again, guys, thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. And that's it. Stay dangerous. LocsNLoad out.